Hey folks, this is Joe with Youngblood Family Farm, and thought I'd bring you guys along. It's Friday, and we're going to do a little maintenance, so come join me. So I teach woodworking, and part of the job that I have as a woodworker and teacher is I get to maintain the machines. And some of the maintenance I allow students to help me with, and some of it I just have to take on, either for safety or time. And today it's more of a time thing. We're getting close to the end of the trimester, which means that the projects are due. Mostly want to share sharpening the blades on our planer. So this is an Oliver 299D. It is a 24-inch wide planer, and this was installed here at our school in 1973. And Oliver is a Grand Rapids company, and this is the heartbeat of our shop right here. Someday we're hoping to upgrade, but at the same time, this does a fine job. I have to step back and pretty close. And so my job today is to sharpen these blades, so I thought I'd bring you along a little bit. Okay, first thing I have to do is I have already shut off the power. You guys can see. Let's see if I can zoom in for you a little bit. Right up there is my three-phase cutoff. So I have turned the power off to that machine. Without a doubt, I would not want to get tangled into this machine. So the next thing I have to do is pull that dust collection and then pull back the chip breaker right here. So probably gonna put you on a tripod here, and we will watch this process. So once I pull that out, I can now pull back the chip breaker. And I'm not quite certain how heavy that is, but it's substantial where I need to use most of my might. Try to get you set up here so you can actually see the action. And so these little weights here, they're all kind of sectioned, but they will allow me to, and I can adjust this, but this rests right against the wood, ending the chip. And so I will now bring you back around here. Lots of movement, but right down here are there's 1, 2, and 3 straight blades. But the motor's directly connected. So what I have to do is I have this pin right here. I've already pulled the jam nut, set screw. And what I have to do is I have to get that locked in. So that jam nut there's a set pin here. So I get it locked in. So that is set at the exact angle that I want to be at, so that when this stone is lowered down, it'll be at the correct angle to sharpen it. And so I've got these numbered so I can actually remember my pattern. So I like to do a little bit of inspection on this blade here and kind of look and see what kind of damage, if anything, if I've got to grind more off of one location versus another location. And without a doubt, the middle always is a little duller, but it's not bad. So we're not really going to take too heavy of a cut off this. Kind of neat to have a machine with a sharpening apparatus on it. So try to set you down here where you can actually see some of the action. So that's the most of sharpening. Usually one pass is enough just to kind of put that edge back on. If it only requires one pass, I don't have to come back and do all the other settings. Other settings that have to be adjusted on these is right here is our pressure bar, and that's what holds the board down. And so if I take too much off of this, I have to adjust the pressure bar. This right here on both sides, that's my outfeed roller. And so that outfeed roller has to be adjusted with the height of the blades, and everything comes off the cutter head. And so we're not gonna have to do any more of that. Just another quick look at it. This is the sectional roller here. And so this thing has some flex room, and that's what grips on my board and pushes it through. So I'm going to put this thing back together.